Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Tuesday Night Live. Adam Levy here in Canton, Connecticut. Glad you could join us on the X-Team NuCalm Social Hour. Always a lot of fun. Every Tuesday night we do it live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and directly following tonight, of course, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time is the company's event that they do. Their Zoom event on Tuesdays is awesome, 9 p.m. Eastern. Stu Finger always presenting something amazing. I know he's interviewing a big leader in the world, and you're going to get to hear that tonight at 9 p.m. That's at socialxwebinar.com. Don't forget to plug into that as well. All right, we have a lot of great stuff to cover tonight. Finally, some things have clicked and happened with the Social X app. There's a new all access pass. Excuse me, we'll talk a little bit about that and kind of get you all up to speed on some of the new developments in that arena as well. I'm going to share my screen real quick here. Things are just exploding out of the gate. Let me see if I can find that. Here we go. All right, thank you. Everybody can see my back office okay? I should say my screen. Looks good? All right, fantastic. So finally, the migration from the ACE app, which I've used and been building out a NuCalm space on for the past 6 months. The transition that I've been waiting a week or two for has finally happened, and we are all set up and ready to go. I have canceled my ACE account, and I'm now using the Social X app, which is based on the ACE platform. It is a company branded version of that, so they still have gems, which are pretty cool. And this is what my back office looks like. If you have, if you've joined Social X and you have paid for the Social X app, you will have this right here, Social X Associates. That is the space that is associated with the app with Social X Corporate. There's a lot of great stuff in there. We'll share that with you. If you've also gotten the university, the Social X University will show up. It's a separate space. And again, you do need to purchase those items in order for them to show up. If you are getting the Social X University and you're getting that and you've already done, say, NuCalm annual, they're going to throw in the app for free. It's going to automatically be taken care of when you select Social X University and the Social X app. You'll actually be getting the app for free to compensate for having gotten NuCalm on an annual basis. There is an all-access pass for $99 a month, which does include NuCalm and these two items also, which is important to know and also a great option. The thing that's nice about that is that $99 all-access pass does give you access to lower qualifications in our compensation plan, just as if you purchased a NuCalm annual plan. In addition to that, the X-Team space is now here and available for those people on my team that would like access to that. They can just send me a quick email using or a text message with their email address that they use on their Social X app account, and I will be able to give them access to this. So before we go there, I'm going to start with the university. It's contained within the platform here. Again, it is a separate purchase. Jim Keys was the first presenter and speaker in the university, and he exists sitting right here. If you click on him, you will see this very first week, and this is what is there. There's a great video interview with Jim Keys, absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't had a chance to watch this yet, it is really powerful information. He was the CEO of both 7-Eleven as well as Blockbuster Video. For those that remember Blockbuster Video, way back in the day, I'll bet you can find a Blockbuster card in an old wallet somewhere. Anyway, in addition to that, there's a great quiz that'll happen on each one of these. I've already taken the quiz. I got 10 out of 10, not bad. I was paying attention. So that's available in there. After you've watched it, you get a little quiz. And then here are the key points. These are the key points that were to be taken away in the in the training, in the lesson, and then there's a PDF link, which then shows that as well. And that's, the very first week. Today we're in week 2, and in week 2, you're gonna see another thing drop later tonight, and there'll be another speaker here. And again, this will just be filled out over time, and people will be getting a new presenter, a new millionaire, billionaire, thought leader every single week will be dropped into the Social X University. Should be pretty awesome information. Can't get it anywhere else. And it's going to create a lot of value for people around the world. So Social X University, that's where you'll find it. And I know they're going to be talking a lot about that tonight at 9 p.m. with Stu Finger at socialxwebinar.com. You want to make sure, I'm sorry, yeah, socialxwebinar.com at 9 p.m. for that. The Social X Associate space, which is basically what the app offers when you purchase that app for $9.97, or again, it's part of the All Access Pass. And in there is, again, some great information, great things to send. The gems are I would say, clean and basic, but let's just show you what one of them looks like, give you an idea. Great way to send information to people, short, to the point, some really great videos. Save 15% with Social X, lowest price available online. Take the risk-free trial, great to have. So there's a couple of different gems in there. There's one focused on a customer. There's some conversation starters and scripts. There's also a whole onboarding here, which is really, really nice. An app academy where you can learn some of the different aspects of this app, how to transfer your phone contacts into your back office here of the app, which is kind of important. It's one of the key factors of this platform that makes it work so well, is I can take everybody who I've got in my iPhone over the last 20 years, and with the touch of a button, they all get transferred into the Social X platform. And that is also in a mobile version. You need to do that with the mobile version, which is now available in the App Store. That's something we've been waiting for. It just happened about a week ago. The Google Play Store should be following right along very shortly thereafter. We're hoping in the next day or so that it shows up there as well, so that people can really take advantage of that transferring of contacts. Once you've transferred your contacts, if you go over into Network, you will see all of your contacts plugged in there, which is kind of cool. Actually, I'm curious about something. Yep, there they are. All of my contacts are there. Again, I just transferred them over when I started with this platform, and it's really makes it easy to send information out. And then you can add people as you go, as you're reaching out to folks online and through the internet. You can do that. I'll give you an example. I'm going to go over to Facebook real quick. I'm creating posts over here. No, not going to do that one. Let's see if we go to Facebook over here. Give you a real-time example. I enrolled somebody yesterday. So here's how the sausage is made. Again, ready? You do your posts. I did. These are some of the posts that I've done recently. And I broke out this one here, which I know you've seen. Many of you have seen. A few of you might have seen. Hey, Craig, thanks for joining us. I see you're hopping on.
Hey.
Good to have you. So I posted this the other day, and real simple, give it 30 days, find out what the buzz is about. Comment 30 day. And my friend Chris Tucker, he was the only person actually that commented, but he commented 30 day. And I replied back and I said, on the way, my friend. Okay. This is how we do it, guys. Now, I have to tell you a story. Chris Tucker, I've known for many, many years. Met him in network marketing. He is not a network marketer anymore. He has been out of the industry for a long, long time. But we've remained friends. And he knows what I do. And he's seen my posts. But what was it that happened in his life? Or what was it about this post that had him decide, after 4 months of marketing NuCalm, that he was going to reach out and actually comment on one of my posts? Can anybody tell me? I have no idea. But that's the way it works, right? We have no clue what it was. All I know is he rose his hand and said, yep, I want to know more. And maybe he saw a bunch of posts. Maybe it was a bunch of posts in a row. I was kind of prolific in my posting over the last week, so more eyeballs got to see my stuff, the way the algorithms work. Who knows what it was, but he responded. So I said, on the way. And then what I did was I went into my app and I found a gem to send to him that I liked, and I sent that gem to him. And if you go to my activity, you can see, I'll scroll down here, we'll find him. You can see the activity. There he is, Chris Tucker. I sent him a couple of things and he clicked on them. He clicked on those things. So I sent him a few more things. And you know what happened? Within an hour, he enrolled in, got the NuCalm app. It doesn't always happen that quickly. I promise you that. But if we were doing a power hour, Sandra, somebody would owe me $100. Right? I see you cheering over there. So anyway, that's the beauty of this, is that you can track who you're sending stuff to. Now, on to the X-Team NuCalm space. If, again, you are on my team, just let me know, send me an email, say, or text me and say, hey, this is my email address that I'm using on my account, and I will invite you to this space, and you'll have access to all of my gems. When I update a gem, yours gets updated automatically, as I like to say. And so I sent him one of these, of course, and I've got quite a few choices in here. It's a vast library. I'm sure the Social X space will also grow over time. I've got a pretty big head start, let's call it 5-6 months now, of building these out. So I've got something for just about everybody. I did update a few of these. I'm going to click on the Networkers one. This is Networkers Global Opportunity. It's the one I use the most. It's got a presentation that I did specifically for networkers, talking about how NuCalm is digital in nature. It's an industry first and only. Really great presentation, I would say, and it's working really well for folks. Then you've got Mark Victor Hansen, Jim Poole, also talking about why Social X, a little comp plan overview. A deeper dive for holistic practitioners is on this one, giving you the scientific differentiators, and then just some additional information down here about NuCalm. And again, a link that goes to my website, my NuCalm website. I did add at the bottom here a video that I did that was part of the Super Saturday. It's a small talk, about 5 or 6 minutes, on the shift to digital wellness. I added that at the bottom as well. I thought it was a good short one to talk about the shift to digital. And so that's pretty powerful, and it's there. So that's updated. A lot of these are updated. I'm not going to go through all of them with you, but I wanted to share a few of them so you can get a better sense. Also, I'll point out, too, that I've been working a lot in multiple languages these days. So today, Evie and I, we spent some time. We updated a lot of these gems that are in Spanish in the Spanish folder. There's also a really great Q&A, I'll point out. Matter of fact, I'll click on, well, let's click on the French folder. Here's the French folder. I've been working on the French ones. There's French videos in here. There's also this really great Q&A. And if you haven't seen this gem yet, it is also in English, it's in French, and it's also in Spanish. And it's a Q&A from an event we did with Jim Poole and the gang in France. And it's got English and French in it. Oh yeah, that's right. It's got English and French. It's got both languages. It's got English and French, and then there's one that's English and Spanish. I even think I have one in Slovenia. I'm not sure, but it's pretty crazy. But it's this is a lot of questions here that got answered that day. And so I put together, I'm going to say there's, oh yeah, look at that. It looks like there's 35 questions in this Q&A. Anyway, great stuff. To send to somebody who's, maybe speaks French or maybe speaks Spanish, and certainly anybody that speaks English also. I've also put some things together here, like this iPayout. That would be on, let's see, onboarding maybe? Let's see if I can find it. Comp plan? Probably comp plan. Nope. All right, maybe I moved it somewhere. Okay, well anyway, let's see. I'll show you the Spanish version. iPayouts view. People want to know how to set up their iPayout account. Got a gem for that now. This one is in Spanish. I'm pretty sure I have one in English too. Anyway, you get the point. There's a lot of new things that are in here. Oh, there's Slovenian. I'm going to work on German. So we've got quite a few new things in here. I've always updated the no attribution ones. Those are really good for anybody that doesn't have the system. If they don't have the SocialX app and you're doing three-way calls or Zooms with them and you want to send out their information or information on NuCalm, you can do that here. And it will not have a button onto anybody's website. So you're not going to end up cooking your distributor's prospect with your website. That's what the no attribution ones are. They, instead of a button, say, please get back to the person that sent you this information and ask for their SocialX link. All right, two brand new ones, really important. The All Access Pass one. All Access Pass, pretty exciting what's happening with that. People are fired up about it. Put this one together. This is a great one to send out to people looking at our business today. It sells them on NuCalm, our first digital product. Our second digital product, the university, there it is. Videos for each, and also the app, the third digital product, which is what we're showing you right now. And there's a little video from David D'Arcangelo there, and then there's the All Access Pass. And this link here does go to your brand new landing page. I'm sure everybody's aware that they have a brand new landing page, and it looks a lot like this. And that's what that page goes to. Right now, all of the other gems, the older gems, they still do go to the NuCalm page, this page right here that we're all accustomed to. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And this one's working extremely well. Just know that, and if we need to move more over to this page, we will, but for right now, we're keeping a status quo, and of course, there are your websites. So let's see if we got, what else we have. Okay, so I wanted to point this one out, and this one's a great one to send out to people who are interested in the All Access Pass. This one here is for associates, people who are already on NuCalm, right? They're already on NuCalm, so we don't need to sell them on NuCalm. We need to introduce them to SocialX University. So we put that one at the top, and then the app, and then we put NuCalm down at the bottom. All three, and then in addition to a link to go to their back office to log in, that's what this one is. There's directions for associates on which to choose in their back office, how to choose and how to manage their subscriptions, right? There's a left-hand nav button now that says click on manage subscriptions, and then they can update or cancel subscriptions. An important thing to know is that the system is set up right now so that if you are on a NuCalm monthly plan and you decide to go in on the All Access Pass, you just need to select All Access Pass and you will no longer be charged the monthly NuCalm price anymore. You will automatically be moved to the All Access Pass. It's smart enough to know that, so you don't have to cancel anything to change which subscription that you are on. Hopefully that makes sense for everybody, and hopefully that's clear. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to cover in here. Boy, that's a lot. There's a lot going on in here. So anyway, have some fun with that. Spend some time with it. Again, the greatest part about this network activity thing on the side here and on the phone, there's a little squiggly line where you can see the activity. You can see where people are pulling stuff up, and you can see what they're looking at and when they are looking at. Because in the past, what do we used to do? You'd reach out to somebody, they'd say, yeah, sure, send me some information. And then what would you do? You'd send them a link to your landing page, possibly. Maybe you'd send them a video to watch, and then what? And then you really had no clue, right? You didn't know if they were really serious. You didn't know if they had looked. And so you would call them up or you'd text them and say, hey, did you get a chance to look at that video yet? Have you had any chance to go to that website I sent you? No? Okay, no worries. When do you think you might get around to doing that? All right, well, I'll check back with you. And then a few days would go by, right? And you'd say, hey, did you get a chance to take a look at that info I sent? No? Okay, well, are you serious about this or are you just kidding around? Well, when do you think you might get a chance to, watch that short video? It's only 3 minutes long. Okay, well, all right, great. Well, I'll check back with you. How many people used to do that? Can I see a raise of hands? Quite a few people shaking their head, right? We don't do that anymore. When we send out information, we know if they've looked. We know exactly what they're clicking on. We know when they're clicking, how often they're clicking. And if they are interested and they are looking and you know it, what do? You send them some additional info. You send them some other gems, and therefore they can get to click on those. And if you see that they're still clicking around, then you'll know. You'll know you've got one. You know you got somebody that's interested and that's excited about learning more. And then you can set up a time to get them offline into the real world so that they can, get questions answered and get started. All right, let's see if there was anything else I wanted to cover here. I think that's pretty much it on that. Fantastic. Okay, well, listen, I know that folks are, trying to merge over their accounts. If you've already were on the ACE platform, that's something you've probably been attempting to do. There is a dedicated phone number and a dedicated email address for the SocialX app, which is fantastic. I love that they have that set up. I actually called it the other day and somebody actually answered the phone. I was like, whoa, really? A real live person, no AI. And they were able to help in answer some questions and all, but they should be able to get you set up. One of the things that I learned was I needed to have the same email address that I had on my original ACE account to be able to log in on my SocialX account. It had to be the same email address. And so that needed to be taken care of. And also something they had to do in the background to make sure those were synced. So you can have any of your content that you once had prior in your new SocialX app. Again, that was just for people who were on ACE previously. For those of you that are brand new, just sign up for $9.97 or get it with the All Access Pass for $99.97, which includes the university and NuCalm. One price of $99.97, 100% tax deductible business expense. You get the NuCalm, you get the marketing app, and you get the university. That's a pretty good deal. And oh, by the way, available in 100 countries around the world. So not a bad digital offering. And then from there, you can add other things to that, other physical products. Eventually we'll be adding physical products to go into countries that were not yet in, and I think that's going to be amazing as well. All right, guys. Well, I want to see if anybody has any questions about what we covered thus far, and if you do, I'm happy to answer those and see if there's something I can do to help. You can raise a hand or make a comment.
Could you start with good evening, everybody? No, just kidding.
Dave, did you have a question, or are you just being funny?
I'm being funny.
Well, we're glad you're here. Hey, Chris, hey, Sherry, how are you? Good to see you. All right, Craig, it's been a bit. How are you feeling, my friend?
Doing better.
Excellent. All right, I like your shirt. Nice.
Oh, yeah. Leftover from the 4th of July.
I guess so. Have you been able to merge your account yet? Is that something you've worked on or no?
Yeah, you're in the email.
I saw that. That's right.
Tried to do that. Yeah, tried to do that today.
All right.
I said, I'm a little behind the
That's okay.
8 ball here, but I have a doctor's excuse.
You have a doctor's excuse. I love it. Yeah, I think they'll take care of that. They're usually pretty quick about doing that stuff, so you should have access. And and then you get to cancel your ACE account because you don't need to be paying for it twice. So that's important. All right. Excellent. Anything else you wanted to cover tonight? Sandra, looking forward to getting together with you and your team tomorrow. Fantastic.
I'd say, Adam, you do such an awesome job with what you created. I mean, it's the world's best, believe me.
Well, hey, I appreciate you saying that, David. You've been around a long time, so I really appreciate you saying that. Coming from you, it means something. And
Totally agree with you, David. It's top tier, Adam.
Well, I'm just trying to provide the tools that people need and give it to them in a way that they feel proud to share them with others, and they are effective. And that's the most important thing, that we have tools that actually convert and make a difference for people as they're sharing it. I always used to talk about a business card, right? If I had a great looking business card, I would feel more confident talking about the business, because I knew that if it led to us exchanging information, I was going to be really proud to hand out that card, right? It was going to look professional. I was going to look the part. It was going to look like the kind of business that I was trying to represent, right? Versus a dog-eared, crimpled up, wrinkled business card that looks like it was done at Staples or Vistaprint, and so I feel the same way about these gems, right? When I'm, sharing information with people, and my team is gonna be more apt to start a conversation if they know the information that they're sending is going to be, like you say, top notch and going to be effective, right? If you've got really great tools, you're going to be more apt to have more conversations with more people, right? So there you go. Thanks, Sandra. Appreciate that. All right, we're at 8:29. I think we're in good shape. Anybody have a NuCalm testimony they want to share? Something that they've recognized or realized? Hey, Joan, how are you doing? I see you give a heart. That's fantastic. Appreciate that. All right, Kofi, how are you feeling on NuCalm? Kofi, you're probably been on NuCalm shorter than everybody. How are you feeling?
It's fantastic. I've had great success and great experience, especially with the Power Nap. It's working fine for me, so it's been fantastic.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Hey, let me know if there's anybody you need me to chat with. I know you're here on the East Coast, I believe, and I know that your upline is on another continent, so maybe we can work together. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Okay?
Yeah, Adam, one of the problems with deep sleep is I never slept much 2 or 3 hours a night. So now with the deep sleep, I'm missing all those old movies that play all in the middle of the night.
That's quite all right. There is such incredible tracks on this. I'm discovering new tracks all the time, and it's just really nice to really explore this app and start using things that maybe you don't think to use. Some of those flow state ones, some of the focus ones. I really love some of those tracks also.
I like the rain in the ocean.
Oh yeah, well that's always one of my favorites. No question about it. Excellent. All right, everybody. Well, listen, coming up at 9 o'clock tonight, great interview will be happening with Stu Finger. You don't want to miss that. socialxwebinar.com. By the way, there might even be a gem for that if you want to send it to people. And looking forward to seeing you all next week. Hey, next week we do have Dr. Bright Weirdu. He's one of the key leaders in Ghana, Africa, who is tearing it up. His team is in well over 50 countries right now as we speak in just 60 days. And he's just an incredible individual, a surgeon, and just an amazing network marketer. Looking forward to interviewing him a week from now on Tuesday Night Live. So stay tuned for that and make sure you build for it. Plug people in. There'll be some graphics on it. All week. I made them today, so we'll be doing that next week, everybody. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hopping on Tuesday Night Live. We do it every Tuesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, I appreciate you all. Bye-bye for now.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Good job.
Thank you.